Hello everyone, it's Emo from the Icanpreneur team. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can conduct customer interviews with real people, and the platform is going to make that process much easier, faster, and smoother for you. If you don't have already a research created in the platform, check out the previous video in order to see how to do that. Alright, so there are three ways to conduct a customer interview using the Icanpreneur platform. The first one that I'm going to show you is how you can do that online. So the first thing that you need in order to do that is to create a new interview. You need to create a contact with whom you're going to talk to. And after picking the contact, you have to pick an interview script that you're going to use during this conversation. If you don't have an interview script, check out the previous video that is going to show you how you can create one using the Icanpreneur platform. And this interview script is going to help you avoid most common mistakes when talking to customers. After picking the interview script, the next thing is to pick the language that you're going to talk to. Even though your research might be in different languages, for each interview you can pick a different one depending to who you're talking to. And the last thing that you need to pick is who is going to be the interview host. In this case, this is going to be me, but you can also pick one of your teammates. And later on, I can show you how Eva, your Icanpreneur virtual assistant, can do the interview on your behalf. With that, we are ready to create the interview. The next thing is to invite our virtual assistant to the meeting. To do that, I'm going to open my calendar and I'm going to copy the instructions to join the meeting. Then the only thing that I need to do is to copy paste those into the meeting ID box, and your AI co-founder is going to use that link in order to join your conversation with your customer interviewee. So you can do all of that in advance so that you're ready for the meeting. And when you're ready to start the meeting and you have joined the Google Meet, the only thing that you need to do is click Start Interview and click on the Start Online Interview button. So what this is going to do is going to invite the virtual assistant into the Google Meet meeting. And then here on your screen, you have the interview script, the list with questions that you're going to follow during that customer interview. Then on the right, you're going to see real-time transcriptions of your conversation. And here on the left bottom, you're going to see Eva adapting the interview script to the conversation so that she's going to listen to what your interview is saying and suggest deep dive questions that are going to help you uncover more in your customer conversations. Once you're done with the interview, the only thing that you need to do is finish the interview. This is going to prepare an analysis of your interview and is going to extract insights and findings that you can use out of that customer interview. You're also going to get feedback about how well you're conducting those conversations so that you can avoid most common mistakes. All right, the next option is to conduct a customer interview face-to-face in person with somebody. It's going to happen in a very similar way. So the first thing that you need to do is prepare your interview again. You pick the contact that you're going to invite to that conversation. Again, pick the script that you want to use when talking to that customer. You pick the language, you pick who is the host, and you're done with the preparation. Then once you're in person with the interviewee and you're ready to start your conversation, the only difference is that you have to click on the Start in-Person interview. Now what this is going to do, you have two options here. You can use your laptop or the device that you're using right now in order to conduct the interview, or you can switch to your mobile phone. In both cases, in front of you, you're going to have the interview script questions, you're going to have the real-time transcript, and you're going to get follow-up and personalized questions based on how the customer interview is going. When using your phone, you can do that experience much more natural without having a laptop in front of you, and the quality of the captured conversation is going to be much better. To switch the conversation to your phone, you just have to screen this QR code and then start the listening process. Once the conversation is done, you just finish the interview, and again, it's going to be analyzed and made part of your interview. There is a third option to conduct a customer interview, and this is through the Eva-led interviews. These are interviews that are conducted by the virtual assistant, and I'm going to show you how this works right away. So in each research, you're going to see this link here. This link you can give directly to people, or you can post somewhere online. When somebody opens that link, they're basically becoming part of your research. They need to provide their names and their email so that you know who is filling that information. And then the virtual assistant is going to follow the same interview script that is that is set for that research in order to capture the personal story of your interviewee. The benefit of those type of interviews is that you can do interviews in parallel and without having to conduct the actual meeting and schedule it and then analyze it. You can do 50, 100 interviews just in a couple of days. Also, you can do interviews in different languages, even those that you don't know. In this way, you can validate locally so that you know how you need to adjust your go-to-market strategy and your product strategy when launching into a new local market. For each of the interview that is happening with real people, you can monitor how the process is going and see in action how the virtual assistant is interacting with your interviewees. Once an interview is completed, it's going to be analyzed and its insights are going to be stacked and aggregated with all the other insights that are already extracted from previous interviews so that you have one holistic analysis. All right, so now you know how to conduct the interviews themselves. One bonus thing that I want to show you is how you can source leads out of your network in order to make the process of starting an interview much faster and easier. So the Icanpreneur platform has an integration with LinkedIn where you can search for people that are matching your customer segment. In this case, I want to find founders of startups, and I can pick those that I like and I think would be useful to talk to. After I review their profiles and I confirm that they're the right people to talk to, I can import them and make them part of my research. So that the next thing that I need to do is to reach out to them, invite them to a meeting or send them a link to an interview with Eva, and then they're ready to become part of my research. All right, so now you know how to make the process of talking to real people much easier and faster for you, and to do that with confidence. In the next video, I'm going to show you how you can turn those customer interviews into a buyer persona, which is going to inform you your go-to-market strategy. See you there!